Hello students, in the chapter of aggregate demand and supply, we have studied all the theoretical portions till now. Now we will see those concepts which will help us to solve the numericals in this chapter as well as in coming chapters also. So in this we will basically study about the linear consumption function and linear saving function. Also we will see a relation between MPC and MPS and APC and APS. Starting with the first one, that is linear consumption function. See students, the simple function that is used is C is equal to C bar plus BY. Okay. This function will help us to solve the questions, to find out the value of consumption or autonomous consumption or the national income or MPC, whatever we need to find, we can find with this function. Okay. See here, C is consumption. C bar, already I have told in previous video, it is autonomous consumption, that consumption which is at the income level 0. B here represents the value of MPC. Okay. And Y always we know that it is our income or the national income. So this is what our function is. Now based on this some questions could come. We have one example here that how it will be applied. See, in this question it is given find consumption if MPC is equal to 0.8, income is 200 and autonomous consumption is 100 or C bar is 100. So we have to find the value of consumption here. Very simply, we will put all the values in the formula and we'll get the answer C. This is our equation. C bar, it is given 100 plus BY. B is MPC. Okay. So MPC is 0.8 here into Y. Y is our income. Income in our question is 200. Like this it is. Okay. So 100 plus, if we solve this, 200 into 0.8. You can also write this in the form of fraction, or we know that it is 80%. Okay. So 80% of 200, it will be 160. Or you can directly multiply that 200 into 0.8, it will be 160. Now nothing you have to do, just add these two. 260. It means, a student, that our value of consumption here is 260. Now coming to the next one, that is linear saving function. It is also the same. There it was related to consumption. Here we will find the value of savings in the economy. Okay. So the function or the formula used is almost similar. See here, it is saving is equal to minus C bar. There it was C bar, here it is minus C bar, because that is autonomous consumption. Here also it is same, but you can see minus. It means it is showing dis saving. Okay. So there we will have autonomous consumption. Here we will have dis saving. That's why it is minus C bar. Plus 1 minus B. Here it was B. Here it is 1 minus B. So we know that B is MPC. 1 minus B will be equal to MPS. Okay. This we will see now, because MPC plus MPS equals to 1. So that's why 1 minus MPC will be MPS. Or nothing you have to do, just write it 1 minus B. And Y. So Y is same here. So formula you can see that it is very easy. See a question based on this. Find savings if autonomous consumption is 75, MPC is 0.6 and income is 1000. So here also we just need to put values in the formula. This is the formula that we have. So savings will be minus C bar. See, autonomous consumption is 75. But as per formula we have to write minus. Okay, so minus 75 plus 1 minus B. So 1 minus B. B here means MPC. Okay, so it is 0.6. And income it is given to us 1000. We need to solve this and we'll get the answer. Minus 75 plus 1 minus 0.6, 0.4 into 1000. It will be minus 75 plus 1000 into 0.4. Okay, or 40% of 1000. So it will come to 400. at last 400 minus 75. Minus 75 it is, plus 400 it will be 325, the value of our savings. So this was, students, about linear consumption function and saving function and how we can apply the formula to calculate various things. Okay. Now we will see the relation between MPC MPS and APC APS. See, students, the relation between APC and APS, MPC and MPS. This we have studied in previous classes, that what do we mean by this and how can we calculate this. Okay. Now coming to its relation, average propensity to consume plus average propensity to save will always be equal to 1. In the same manner, MPC, that is marginal propensity to consume, and marginal propensity to save will also be always equal to 1. This is the relation between APC and MPS, that when we will add these two, it will always be equal to 1, and same is here. Okay. See, students, how is it? We can derive it from here. APC is equal to, when you will see the formula, it is C by Y, that is consumption upon income, plus APS is savings upon income. Okay, this formula we have seen in the previous class, equals to 1 when we are trying to prove this. Okay, now Y and Y is common, same we will take. C plus S is equal to 1. C plus S, students, we know that consumption plus saving, okay, it is equal to income. Consumption plus saving is equal to income. This two terms upon income, 1. So this will be cancelled and we'll get 1 is equal to 1. Hence this is proved. Okay. Secondly, we want to prove this. So MPC, the formula for MPC, students, it is change in consumption upon change in income. This is the formula that we have seen, plus MPS, change in savings upon change in income, equal to 1 we will take. This is same, okay, common we will take. Change in consumption plus change in savings. So change in consumption plus change in savings is also equal to change in income. Okay, because consumption plus saving is equal to income. This we have studied earlier. So in place of this we can write change in income, and here it is also same. Hence this is also proved. Okay. So this relation you have to remember, it will be helpful in solving the numericals. For example, if anywhere the value of APC is given, let us take 0.4, and we want to know the value of APS. Okay, so how can we find that? APC plus APS is equal to 1. So APC will be given 0.4 plus APS, let us take X, or let it be APS only, is equal to 1. So APS, how much it will come? 1 minus 0.4, that is 0.6. So students, this is what this relation helps us to find, that when value of 1 is given, we can find the value of other with it and solve our numerical questions. Okay, same is here with the marginal concept. So this was the relation between APC APS and MPC MPS. Thank you, students.